A little while ago, I set myself a slightly wild challenge to paint 100 trees in 100 days. At the time, I thought this was just a creative project, a way to get back into my practice, reconnect with nature, and paint consistently following my mat leave with my second bub. But what I didn't expect was how much this project would change my creative process and my art entirely, and change the way that I want to share it. Today I want to talk about in this video how the 100 Tree Project led to something new called Tree Club, and why it feels like this is the most aligned my work has ever been. So I'm sitting here making a little video about Tree Club and how it all came about, and my editing skills are not great and I'm just learning how to make these videos, and I'm feeling like such a fraudster doing these like voiceovers to B-roll. So I'm just gonna make a video here and put this in, and I'll still do some B-roll stuff, but I'm just beginning this process. But I really want to get better at sharing the project, because not only does this feel really fun to share my work through this way and through videos, I also really want to share the project because it celebrates what my dad's been working on planting trees and on our family farm for over 30 years and regenerating his nature corridors, and how that all links in with my art. So I started the 100 Tree Project, which is painting 100 trees in 100 days, when I was in the midst of motherhood, and I was really trying to find a way to connect back to myself and connect back to my creativity. And the biggest way that I was able to achieve that was getting out in nature with the girls. I would go on walks, and I was really inspired by being out in nature. I have so many photos, images, videos of trees on my phone, and so the idea came about to paint 100 trees in 100 days, and each tree painting felt like a small step back to myself. And that project stopped being about purely me finding my creative work and started being about connection. And that's when people really started to, I guess, enjoy the project. People were sharing their favorite tree images and stories with me, and how much nature inspires them and how much they relate their life to trees and to nature. And it became this beautiful community that was getting built. And through that process, and through realizing that so many other people have this connection to nature and trees, I started thinking more about how I could give back to nature through my work. And I've been talking to my dad, and he's been planting trees on our family farm my whole life. And I made the decision that for every tree painting I sold in the project, I was going to plant a tree on the family farm and help him towards his goals of planting another 5,000 trees to help regenerate nature corridors and regenerate the soil so he can move into more sustainable farming methods. I think that process and coming full circle with the 100 Tree Project really helped me feel more fulfilled with my art and give my art more meaning than it had before. And that's really where Tree Club was born. So from a creative point of view, Tree Club came from the desire to turn these little paintings I'd done in the 100 Tree Project into big paintings, and to really share more of my story through my art. One of the things I've always loved doing is to tell stories through my landscape paintings, and in the 100 Tree Project it was more about mark making and colours and bringing light into my work and practicing sort of the actual act of painting and creating. And then the Tree Club, I wanted to paint these bigger paintings that had more meaning behind them. And so from a creative point of view, that's what I really wanted to do with Tree Club. But then I was also thinking, I wanted to plant a tree for every painting I sold. And I was like, what if I created a membership where for every member that I would also plant a tree that would help us move towards our 5,000 tree goal on our family property. And then because I'm painting big, I was like, it would be beautiful if I could send out prints to everyone each month in the club. And then what I was also doing in the 100 Tree Project was every week people were sending me images, and I was choosing one to paint and sending it back to them. So I was really excited to then keep those giveaways going, but in a more special, more custom way. So I decided that each month I would do a custom painting for one of my Tree Club members, where we would chat about their favorite tree. They would send me images, we would talk about color palette, and really make it a more special piece for them because they would have more input. And so each month I'm also doing that special giveaway, really giving back to my creative community that's supporting me, that's supporting the project. Every month each member contributes towards planting a tree on the farm, which we're doing in April. And I also get to paint my big tree paintings that tell a story of my life, and I'll exhibit all of those paintings at the end of the year. So I'm really excited that the 100 Tree Project grew into Tree Club, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. And for me, Tree Club really represents that ability to create in a more sustainable way, in a way that gives back to my community, gives back to nature, allows everyone to experience art, and is a way that I can pursue my career and my dreams whilst being a mother, whilst being in a really busy season of my life. And I just think it's a really beautiful way that I can bring all of those things together. And I'm really excited to continue this project and continue this work where not only am I inspired by nature, but I want to continually for the rest of my career be giving back to nature, be learning, be evolving. So many people in my tree club are so much smarter than me when it comes to nature and making the world a healthier place, and I'm learning so much from them. So I have big hopes that this tree club will become more of a circle where we get to learn from each other. But for now, every tree clubber gets a print from me every single month and a letter of a story about the inspiration behind that piece. We'll be doing a video soon about planting trees on our family farm. We have almost 400 trees in our tally that we'll be planting, which I'm so excited about. And I'm up to my 3rd giveaway painting that I'll be starting this week. So yeah, it is really just full circle. It feels really meaningful. It feels like I've found my path as a creative, and I'm so excited to continue this project. If you love the 100 Tree Project, or you feel inspired by the 100 Tree Project or Tree Club, I would absolutely love you to join in the fun. Every single new member we get means more trees that get to be planted, means me being able to do more giveaways. I have really big goals. Every time we reach a milestone in Tree Club, I'm going to be painting a big giveaway, and I have really big goals of continuing that throughout my whole career too, because I really want to make sure art's accessible for everyone. And yeah, I just think this is such a really beautiful community. I'm so excited and grateful for all the humans that have joined Tree Club so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. If you want to join in, I'll leave all the details below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching my video.